In our introductory speech at the beginning of the semester, we all mentioned a little bit about ourselves. And I remember one of the main points everybody mentions that we all have jobs besides school. And I would like to ask you guys if what is one of the main questions that they ask you during a job interview or when you're filling out paperwork for a job interview. I feel like one of the main questions asked or common questions asked is where do you see yourself 5 to 10 years down the road? What do you want to have accomplished? And I feel like one of the things I want to have accomplished and done, hopefully 5 to 10 years down the road, would be either a doctor or a nurse practitioner. Let me start off first by saying my name is Maria. I go by Marie because a lot of my family members are named Maria, so I prefer Maria better. I've lived in Texas my whole life and plan on living here the rest of it. My family has taught us to be very family oriented, so a lot of my family lives here in Texas, so I think this is where I'll stay. Let me start off by my first object would I would like to show you guys would be a picture of my daughter. This best describes the way I see myself because because um because I see myself as her mother, her protector, her advisor, and I just feel like I try to be the best mother that I can be to her. She's what gives me my motivation, what drives me. Without her, I wouldn't have completed things that I have done in life. Without her, she's like the greatest thing that's ever happened. So that is a little bit about how I see myself as a mother to my daughter. That brings me to the second object, which would be this watch, one of my watches, because it represents time, and this is one of my fears is time. Not having a fear of mine is not being able to have the things that I want to have in life accomplished because of time. I don't want to be 60 and not done with school yet, or not being able to, being able to relax and being able to retire on time. That scares me. Also, what scares me with time is, not knowing what's gonna happen, not knowing the future. So, I mean, I think it's one of everybody's fears is time, not having enough of it. But hopefully we'll get over that, and I think we'll be okay in the end. This brings me to my third object, which is what people I think see me as or categorize me as, and which I disagree slightly. This is a dash cam, and I feel like people how do you say it? Perceive me as a scared person or anxious person, which I don't see myself as an anxious or scared person. I see myself as a cautious person. I just think it's better to be safe than sorry, and I like to protect the people that I have around me, and I just rather show them better ways to be safe. And like this dash cam, if I don't have this and I get into a car accident, there's no proof of if I'm the one at fault or the other driver's at fault. So I think it's just better safe to be sorry to have one. Use it in your car, drive around, and be safe. This brings me to my final object, which is a candle. One of my closest friends, she chose a candle for me because this is how she sees me. She sees me as a candle because a candle has multiple uses. You can use it for warmth, for light, and she says that's how I am as a person. I'm able to sit there and I'll listen to people, and they listen to my advice, and I'm able to give advice, and I'm just there for anybody who needs me. So, and another use she said also too is I give light, like the light of the candle, the flame. I like to give insight into other people's lives and help them think more about themselves than they do. And this brings me to conclusion. Thank you guys for listening. I think you liked all my four objects, which is the picture of myself, the watch, the dash cam, and the candle. I'm very excited to listen to all your speeches and learn a little bit more about your objects. Thank you all for taking the time to listen to my speech. Thank you.